Hello there. In this video, I intend to make it a very quick one, but full of full of passion. So what I'm doing here is to throw out challenges to Nigerian Muslims. And I do hope that we will find at least one or two that will take up these challenges. I'm throwing down the gauntlet and I want you to pick it up and let's talk. And the reason I'm doing this is this. I want the Muslims to be saved. I want the Nigerian Muslims to be saved. And it seems that they are so comfortable, they are in their own little corner, believing that nothing is wrong with Islam, everything that they have been taught is true, and nobody can shake them. And to be able to present the truth to people, you have to show them that what they are holding is a lie. At least let them consider for a moment the possibility of this thing being a lie. So I'm inviting all the DAWAH Muslims, all the DAWAH guys, imams, sheikhs, mukaddams, whatever they call themselves, all these YouTubers, all these Facebook, social media owners that are Muslims in Nigeria, who I believe are completely ignorant. So they are the ones I'm talking to, not the average Muslim. But in doing this, I want the average Muslims to be able to see that their leaders don't know anything. Their leaders are lying. So the title of this thing is my debate challenges to Nigerian Muslims. My debate challenges to Nigerian Muslims. That is just what I'm doing here. And I'll be giving you those challenges one after the other. I'll be giving you one after the other. So pick your choice. Pick your choice. So the first one is there just one Quran in the world? Is there just one Quran in the world? Pick your choice. Muslims, pick your choice. So here is number one. Is there just one Quran in the whole world? And if you look at these debate challenges, you will notice that I am bringing up topics which are very popular, topics that look like what we call the unique selling points of Islam, the things that Muslims carry so high and they see it as, oh, wow, these are proofs of Islam. These are proofs of Islam. Okay? These are the things that I want the Muslims to come forward and discuss. So let's talk. This is number one. Is there just one Quran in the whole world? Muslims have been told that there's only one Quran. There's only one Quran. So let's and if you are a Muslim and you are coming across this video, show this video to your scholars, Nigerian scholars. Show them to your imams. Show them to your sheikhs. Show them to your the leaders in your madrasa. Okay, who have told you that there's only one Quran in the whole world. Tell them somebody is asking them to come out and talk about it. Let's see whether they'll be able to defend it. That is number one. Number two is, are there contradictions in the Quran? Muslims have been told that Quran is perfect, no contradiction. So I want the Muslims to come forward. Let's talk about this. Are there contradictions in the Quran or not? That is number two. Let me move quickly to number three. Number three, this is a little bit funny, but let's see. Debate number three, which is challenge number three, is this. Look at it. Does the Quran contain the words of anybody other than Allah? Because Muslims have told us that the Bible contains the word of a man. Bible contains the word of a man. Or Bible contains the words of men. It's not God talking in the Bible. Okay, so are there some other people that talk in the Quran apart from Allah? So that is debate number three. Does the Quran contain the words of anybody other than Allah? I hope the Muslims will be bold enough to come forward and defend this thing. That's debate number three. Number four, do Muslims serve Allah only? Do Muslims serve Allah only? Remember that I said these debate topics, I picked them from some of the unique selling points of Islam, at least here in Nigeria. the unique selling points, things that Muslims talk about and they are proud of. And so we're looking at these topics one by one. Number 4 is Muslims talk about, it's only Allah that we're serving. It's only Allah. And that the Christians serve Jesus apart from this and that. Okay, so come forward and let's talk about it. Muslims, do you serve only Allah? Let's make this a debate topic. Come and defend it. Will you be willing to do so? I'll be waiting for any Muslims to contact me and let's talk about it. That's debate number 4. Number 5 is this. Jesus or Muhammad, who is the advocate for mankind? Muslims do say that on the last day, on the day of judgment, whatever they call it, something, Qiyamah, that everybody will gather, and Muhammad says that he will be the advocate for his own ummah, for his congregation, for his people, for his followers. He will be the first one to stand for them. Somebody who is dead and is not resurrected, he is in his grave right now in Medina. Muslims know that. The average Muslim may not know that, but knowledgeable Muslims, in quote, they should know that Muhammad is not resurrected. He is right there in his grave in Medina. So how is he going to be the one to intercede on the day of judgment, on the day of resurrection for Muslims? I want Muslims to come forward. Let's talk about it. Who is going to be the advocate, Jesus or Muhammad? That is debate number 5. And I hope you're going to pick up the gauntlet. Number 6. What is the significance of the title Messiah? What is the significance of the title Messiah? Because we see that in the Quran, we hear Al-Masih. Isa ibn Miriam is the Al-Masih. Okay? Is there any other prophet that is called the Messiah? Anybody? Any prophet that is called Messiah? Apart from Isa ibn Miriam in Islam. All right, in Christianity, Jesus Christ is the Messiah. There are no other Messiahs. So, but Muslims want to say this and that. Then come forward and tell us, what is the significance? What is the meaning of the Messiah? That is the topic. I hope you're going to be willing to pick it. Anybody. I'm throwing out a lot of debate challenges. Number 7. Does the Quran contain fairy tales? Does the Quran contain fairy tales? When we were young, we used to hear stories of tortoise and elephants, tortoise and all kinds of animals. Does the Quran contain such stories, or are those stories actually true? Are they real? Are they historical events, or are they just fairy tales in the Quran? Let's discuss that. That is debate number 7. I hope anybody is going to be willing to pick that up. All right. It's getting interesting now. Debate number 8. Did Paul create Christianity? So let nobody accuse me and say, well, he's only talking about, he's only interested in topics that are related to Islam. No. Okay, here is the one that is related to Christianity. Muslims do say, they do claim that Christianity was founded by Paul. Let's talk about it. Let's debate it. Did Paul create Christianity? That is debate number 8. I hope will be willing to take that. That is debate number 8. Number 9 is still based on Christianity. Was Jesus crucified? Was Jesus crucified? It's a debate challenge. Will you be willing to take it? Was Jesus crucified? That is debate number 9. Number 10. Was Jesus a Muslim? Was Jesus a Muslim? That is debate number 10. Topic number 10. Anyone that is willing to take this up? It's an open challenge. You can contact us. I'll tell you how to contact us after this video. So, was Jesus crucified? Since you remember that I said I am picking these topics because I know that these are unique selling points of Islam. Number 11. Did all the prophets practice Islam? Did all the prophets practice Islam? You Muslim DAWAH people used to claim that there's only one chain between all the prophets. So come on, let's talk about it. Did all the prophets practice Islam? Bring your proof, not just mere blah 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 blah. Let's talk about it. Let's debate it. Come with your evidence. Come with your citations. Come with your references. Let's talk about that. That's debate number 11. Did all the prophets practice Islam? All right. So here is another one. Number 12. Is Islam a monotheistic religion? Is Islam a monotheistic religion? Let's talk about it. Let's see. Let's see what monotheism is. And let's relate it with Islam and see whether Islam is truly a monotheistic religion. That is debate number 12. I hope somebody will be able to pick that up. All right. Well, we're looking at the unique selling points. These are the things that DAWAH people used to dangle before people and prove that Islam is this, Islam is that. So pick it. Number 13. Is Islam an Abrahamic religion? Because they do say that it's from Abraham, particularly the stupid press and all the so-called academics who don't know anything. And here is a debate challenge. You can pick it up and let's talk about it. Is Islam an Abrahamic religion? We want to see whether you'll be bold enough to pick that up as your debate challenge. That is number 13. Let me quickly go to number 14. 14 is this. Is the Quran clear? Debate 14. Is the Quran clear? Is the Quran clear? The Quran claims in several verses, several ayahs, that it is mubin, it is clear. And here is a Christian challenging that. And I hope a Muslim is going to come forward and prove to us that the Quran is clear, that it is indeed mubin. Is the Quran clear? That is debate topic 14. I think I'm being generous. 15. Has the Quran been preserved? Muslims do claim that, the Bible is corrupt. The Bible has been changed. And the Quran is the same right from the time of Muhammad up until now. Can you defend that? Can you show us the proof, the evidence? Can you give us anything, any tangible point to defend that? Here is the challenge. Has the Quran been preserved? Hope that a Muslim is going to be willing to come forward and pick that. That is debate challenge 15. 16 is here. Is the Quran the word of God? I took this debate with somebody, one young Muslim. It's there on our channel. Is the Quran the word of God? So give us the reasons why you believe that the Quran is the word of God. Come and talk about it. The Muslim, a very young man, young boy, and after the debate, he contacted me and started all the points he could not prove during the debate. He now came back and wanted to be sending text to me. I said, no, I don't take that. Come into the open. If you believe that there's anything else that you didn't remember to say, let's do another debate on it. And so I'm giving this challenge again, debate number 16. Is the Quran the word of God? Okay, that is number 16. Number 17. Does the Quran have scientific miracles? Does the Quran have scientific miracles? I think this one should be very easy for Muslims, since they claim the Quran contains scientific miracles. By the way, in debates challenge 16, is the Quran the word of God? That is challenge 16. I said that I debated it with a Muslim, very young Muslim man. And one of the things he brought up was the Quran contains scientific miracles. That was one of his proofs that the Quran is the word of God. And so I said, okay, I'm not going to drag this issue too much with you. If you think that you have any serious thing to provide here. Let's make this another debate. Initially, he agreed, but as our discussion went forward, he noticed that, wow, this is a trap. So he backtracked and said, no, he would not be willing to do that unless I too agree to do a similar thing on whether the Bible contains scientific miracles. I said, I'm not making that claim. So he insisted, well, we have to do a debate topic, which one contains better scientific miracles or something like that. Imagine. But it's still there. Debate 17. Does the Quran have scientific miracles? I hope somebody will be able to come forward and take that up. 18. How did Muhammad die? How did Muhammad die? This should be a very interesting debate, because as Christians, we believe, according as it is written down in the scriptures and also in historical records, that Jesus Christ of Nazareth was crucified under Pontius Pilate. And everybody in the world knows this, except some Muslims. I said some Muslims because not all Muslims believe that. Some Muslims believe that Jesus was actually crucified. But I think that is due to the fact that they do not know that their faith, that their Quran actually contradicts that. Okay, at least on the surface. So, or maybe I should put it this way, they do not know that their knowledgeable people disagree with that. Because even in the Quran, you cannot make a very clear case that Jesus was not crucified. Okay? Very early scholars of Islam have differing opinions. It's only in this 20th, 21st century that you begin to see a lot of things. So, Muslims in Nigeria, let's talk about this. Okay? We've seen the debate topic about whether Jesus was crucified or not, which everybody wants to talk about. Jesus was not. Okay, good. You can take that. But here is the opposite of that. If everybody is talking about how Jesus Christ was crucified, whether or not he was crucified, that's another debate topic. Here in debate 18, topic 18 is, so okay, how did your Muhammad die? If we know how Jesus died, and it's a public knowledge, there is nothing secret about it in the whole world. Christians talk about it every year during Easter. We talk about it. And you too, Muslims, talk about it in your DAWAH centers, although it is the opposite side you take. How come that you do not talk about how Muhammad died? How come that it is such a secret in Islam, that it is not known, it is not discussed? And I am bringing this debate topic now and say, let's talk about it. How did Muhammad die? Go into your sources and let's look into it. That is debate 18. Debate 19. Does the Quran explain all things? That's debate 19. Does the Quran explain all things? Think about that. The Quran claims that it explains all things, at least all things in the Quran. But is that true? Is that true? So take it up as a debate challenge, if you dare. Does the Quran explain all things? Number 20 is really, it's like number 18. 20 is like number 18. Because in number 18, we wanted to say, how did Muhammad die? But in this 20, we're going direct. Who actually killed him? Who killed Muhammad? Did anybody kill him? Muslims do say that he died in battle. Yes. When I was young in elementary school, we used to watch some videos about Muhammad going to war and this and that. And even Muhammad himself said that his greatest wish was to die in a battle. He said he would like to fight in the cause of Allah and be killed and then come back again and be killed and then come back again and be killed and then come back again repeatedly. That was Muhammad's wish. And if he was the apostle of Allah, I think his greatest wish should have been granted him by Allah. So let's see whether he actually died in battle, whether it was one of the mushrikeen, one of the infidels that killed him, in a battle, because that was his desire, that he would want to die in battle in the cause of jihad, in the cause of Allah, and then come back again and be killed, and then come back again. I don't know if any prophet ever wished that, but he was the only prophet that wished that. But was that wish granted? Who killed Muhammad? That is a debate topic. Would you like to take that up? And I think I should stop there. I should stop there. But I'm going to give this as a bonus. It's a bonus. 21. How old was Aisha when Muhammad married her? I was talking with a Muslimah some time ago, and she didn't want to hear it. She didn't want to hear it. That Aisha was 6 years old. Oh, she said it's a lie. It's a lie. Yeah, that Aisha was 40 years older than. She was talking about Khadija. It was Khadija that was 40 years old, while Muhammad was 25 years old. So she was old enough to be his mother by Islamic standards. Because as at age of 12, 13, 14, Muslim girls get married. And so if Khadija was 15 years older than Muhammad, then it means that Muhammad, by Islamic standards, married his own mother, somebody old enough to be his mother. But that was Khadija. She was 14. She was 40. And Muslims don't understand that Khadija was different from Aisha. So how old was Aisha when Muhammad married her? That's a debate challenge to Muslims. Okay, I can go on and on, but let's stop here. Maybe I will do part 2 and do another 20 or 21 challenges apart from these ones. These are topics that are built around what Muslims believe, and you should be able to come forward and defend any of these. Or if you feel that, well, there's any of them that you don't want to talk about, like how old was Muhammad when, how old was Aisha when Muhammad married her? So maybe we should drop that, but at least let's talk about the first 20. Let's talk about the first 20. So let me go over them again. Let me go over the debates again. You can also go over, you can rewatch this thing. So I'm just summarizing. Number 1, is there just one Quran in the world? Number 2, are there contradictions in the Quran? These are the big topics. Number 3, does the Quran contain the words of anybody other than Allah? Number 4, do Muslims serve only Allah? Because they claim that it's only Allah they serve. Let's look at the Bible. Let's look at your sources and see. Let's look at your practices and see whether it is only Allah you serve. Number 5, Jesus or Muhammad, who is the advocate for mankind? All right, let's look at that. Number 6, what is the significance of the title Al-Masih, Messiah, the Messiah? What's the significance? In Christianity, it has significance. But in Islam, what is the significance? What is the importance? That's number 6. Number 7, does the Quran contain fairy tales? Does the Quran contain fairy tales? All the stories of Dukane and some other stories that we find in the Quran. The story of Suleiman ibn Dawood and how he was flying on flying carpets and some other stories like that. Are they fairy tales or are they really historical events? Let's talk about them. So number 8, did Paul create Christianity? Number 9, was Jesus crucified? Number 10, was Jesus a Muslim? Was Jesus a Muslim? That's number 10. Number 11, did all the prophets practice Islam? In other words, were all the prophets Muslims? That's number 11. Number 12, is Islam a monotheistic religion? Is it just a monotheistic religion, which is just like number 4, do Muslims serve only Allah? So is Islam a monotheistic religion? That is number 12. Number 13, is Islam an Abrahamic religion? Is Islam an Abrahamic religion? Come forward and let's talk about that. That is number 13. Number 14, is the Quran clear? The Quran claims that it is clear. You come and prove it. Beyond just saying it, let's see whether it is actually clear. Take that debate, take it up, and let's talk about it. Is the Quran clear? Number 15, Has the Quran been preserved? Has the Quran been preserved? Is this, do we, are there variants? Are there variants? Or is there corruption along the line? Right from the time of Muhammad up until now, has the Quran been perfectly preserved? Let's talk about that. Number 16, is the Quran the word of God? Is the Quran the word of God? Number 17, does the Quran have scientific miracles? Just as you people claim. Let's see. Let's bring those scientific miracles and let's examine them in the light of scientific evidence. And let's see whether they will hold. Number 18, how did Muhammad die? We know how Jesus died, even if you don't agree with it. But why don't you discuss? Let's talk about how Muhammad died. Let's talk about it. Number 19, does the Quran explain all things? Yes, does the Quran explain all things? Or are there things in the Quran that are not clear? But the Quran claims that it explains all things. It explains all things. Let's see whether it is true or not. Number 20, who killed Muhammad? Did he die in a battle? Did he die in a battle as he wanted to? Or he died through some other means? How did he die? Who killed him? And the bonus, 21, how old was Aisha when Muhammad married her? So, contact us at info. Just send an email or drop a comment here. Drop a comment and say, okay, I would like us to pick any topic and let's talk about that. But to be able to communicate back and forth, I will need your contact address, particularly email address. So here is our own info@Areopagos. Let me just type that out. So I'm typing out. This is it. info@areopagosapologetics.org. That's how you can contact us. Just send a message, and then we will arrange the debate. However, don't come and tell me that I should come to your madrasa, I should come to your mosque, or I should go to where some people are doing their DAWAH. Don't ever say that. And don't come and say, well, you're a coward. You can, if you know you can debate, come. Do you listen to yourself? Do you see how you sound? That in order to be able to debate you, I will have to come to your compound. Instead of organizing a debate, a very neutral debate. I'm talking now. I did this one right from my own studio. Okay? I can be here and be communicating with somebody in China, in Australia, in UK, in America, and you in Nigeria will not come out of your comfort zone, but you will want to remain in your DAWAH center where all those women, all those ignorant women will just be shouting, yeah, oh, oh. And they are not listening to any points that have been made other than to be shouting, Allah Akbar, Takbir. That's what you want me to come and do. So if you are really serious, don't ask me to come to your DAWAH center. Don't ask me to come to your madrasa. Don't ask me to come to your mosque. Don't ask me to come to your whatever. We can talk. There are different ways by which we can talk. We can do a debate on Zoom. We can use any kind of technology to do it. Just as the rest of the world are doing. You Nigerian Muslims, why is it that you are different? Why? Why is it that you are so ignorant? You are so backward. Why? Why? That's my question to you. So please don't ask me to come to your DAWAH center. So thank you and God bless you.